The Battle of Sekigahara, which took place in 1600, was one of the largest and bloodiest battles in Japanese history, marking a significant turning point in the Sengoku period. Amid the chaos and devastation, the image of Shinmen Takeizo, lying amidst the battlefield, calling himself a failure, reflects deep despair and a profound sense of directionlessness. Takeizo, later known as Miyamoto Musashi, was a young man filled with ambition, eager to prove himself and make a name in Japan's feudal society. However, after the battle, he came to understand the brutality of war and the sting of failure, as his goals remained unfulfilled. Self-reproach and a sense of worthlessness consumed his thoughts, leading him to label himself as a failure. In the morning, his close friend, Honodan Matahachi, was also found lying on the field. Having left their hometown of Sakushu in pursuit of glory, Matahachi now felt regretful and ashamed of his inability to achieve greatness. He also felt guilty toward his mother and Otsu, the woman he cherished. Overwhelmed by remorse and guilt, Matahachi expressed his apologies to them in despair. When Takeizo found Matahachi, the latter, in a moment of fear and confusion following the battle, mistook him for a scavenger hunting survivors. However, realizing it was Takeizo and learning that he too had survived, Matahachi broke into tears. These tears were not only a sign of relief at reuniting with his friend, but also an emotional release after the horrors and psychological burden he had endured. Together, the two decided to leave the battlefield, embarking on a new journey in search of meaning in life and a chance to prove themselves. As night falls, Takeizo helps Matahachi limp through the forest. While resting, Takeizo reassures Matahachi that they will find medicine when they reach a village. Matahachi explains that they left Sakushu to make a name for themselves, but instead of fighting enemies, they were given machetes and told to cut grass to clear paths. Takeizo soon notices something behind him. While Matahachi continues rambling, he asks Takeizo to take care of Otsu if he dies, but someone soon holds a sword to his neck. Mistaking it for Takeizo, Matahachi jokes around. When he turns, he realizes it is actually an enemy samurai. Matahachi steps back, trying to avoid the samurai's blade, but gets slashed in the hand and runs to find Takeizo. He sees Takeizo fighting another samurai, headbutting him and slamming his head into a tree. The other samurai falls, and Takeizo turns to Matahachi, picks up a rock and throws it at the samurai chasing Matahachi. Takeizo then strikes the samurai's head with a branch and stabs him in the throat. He turns his eyes to the last samurai, who is trembling with fear. Takeizo smirks and moves forward to kill him. Takeizo's smirk not only demonstrates confidence in his fighting skills, but also reflects a soul driven by violence and a desire to prove himself. In that moment, he is not only confronting external enemies, but also deep internal conflicts. Takeizo's ruthlessness can be seen as an expression of insecurity and fear of being underestimated. Instead of seeking inner peace, he chooses violence to assert his value, a path that could lead to negative consequences in the future. The moon shines bright as Takeizo and Matahachi continue their journey. With a determined expression, Takeizo declares that there is no way he will die because he is Shinmen Takeizo. Matahachi repeats the same with his name, gasping that they will make a name for themselves. Matahachi collapses, and Takeizo runs into the forest to find a village. The field is full of corpses, and Takeizo realizes something is wrong with him. He vomits onto one of the bodies. On the ground, he notices a figure bending down to look at him. It is a woman wearing a kimono. The chapter ends with Takeizo facing the mysterious woman, setting the stage for further developments in his journey. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to receive updates on new videos.